Hey everybody, it's Jason with the Boardgame Mechanics, and today we're going to take a look at a game called Almanac, the Dragon Road. Almanac the Dragon Road is a game published by Colossal Games. This might be the first time I've ever covered a Colossal Games game on our channel. Designed by Scott Almes, plays 2 to 4 players in, I don't know, probably an hour at max. And I can't find the age, it's on the bottom of the box and I'm just not going to grab it out. But probably, I don't know, I bet my 9-year-old could probably play this. But I would go maybe 10 or 11, probably. And what you're doing in this game is here's their theme. Let's check it out. Almanac the Dragon Road is a game of trade, travel, and adventure through the whimsical fantasy realm of Baloria. Players will visit strange places, acquire and sell goods, and face an unpredictable set of encounters as they travel from the outpost of Dragon City. In Almanac Dragon Road, adventures and riches are just a page turn away. So you're traders, and you're basically traveling around this world. Trying to collect goods, sell goods, and just score as much points, fame, and gold as you can. And you want to be the best. Now, there's some cool ways that you're going to do that, which you can check out in the video, the link in the video description. And you can watch a few rounds of playthrough to see how it all works. But we'll talk about it later in the final thoughts. But right now, let's head on over to the components. Alright, so the components are pretty good here. I mean, the box is too big, I think, for what it is. But that's a small complaint. So let's look at the components before we get to the fancy book. Let's talk about everything else. So there are a bunch of encounter cards, A through E. They're pretty nice quality. Cards kind of warp a little bit. They really have nice art, though. They have some cool little art on there. I like it. So those are nice. The cardboard bits are really cool. This is a cool key that's worth 10 fame. Some extra camels that I think you can use in a scenario. I haven't played through all the pages, so I don't know. The player screens are pretty nice. You're just keeping your money and your meeples behind there, but it has like what stuff does, icons, and all that things. The caravan cards are really good quality, linen finished, easy to see what you need to pay for it, all that stuff. Contracts are a little bland. That's what they look like, a little bland. The resources are cool. They're colors and shapes. So if you have any issues, like here's yellow and green, you can clearly tell those apart. They're 2 different shapes. The shape matches what's in the book here. The money's really cool. I actually like the cardboard money a lot. The 50, they're all different shapes. So there's a 50, the 20, the 5, and the 1. All that is really cool. Just cardboard. It's nice. The rule book is really easy to follow. I missed the thing about fighting when my first playthrough because it's all the way down here in the bottom. But now that I know that, I'm good. There's an insert that will hold everything. I haven't done that yet, but you can put some of the tokens for the specific pages of the book, which we're about to get to. In here, everything's stickered so you know where it goes, which is pretty cool. Now, the main feature of this game is the book, which is also the board. Oh, I had some pieces in there. And there are tons of pages in here. So there's Cloud Monastery. The board is always on this side, and there's some extra rules on this side. So you can just go through so much different things you can do. Maybe some different tokens that'll happen. It's fantastic. So all the worker placement happens on this side of the book, which is really cool. And I think there are 16 pages, and you're going to be playing 5 of them each time, I believe. Yeah, 5 rounds. So you're not going to play all of them every game. You might go multiple games without playing some of them, and that's fantastic. Really nice. My only issue is sometimes the binding, the spiral binding can come off, so you got to put that back in there, which is kind of obnoxious, but it's a small thing, small annoyance. But yeah, the components are pretty good. No issues. These could be a little more exciting, just regular meeples, but whatever. So that's enough talking about that. Let's talk about what we think about the game. So I wanted this game from the time I saw it because I thought it was a cool concept. I think I watched Rado play it or somebody play it, and I love the fact that you were playing the worker placement on the book, and every game, every round of the game was going to be a different board, effectively. So possibility of 16 different boards. You're always going to play the beginning one. You're going to play one of the two last ones, and then there's going to be some variety there in the middle. I thought that was interesting. At its heart, I knew it was a basic worker placement game. You're going to a space, you're collecting goods most of the time, selling goods, getting contracts, all that kind of thing. But it's interesting. Some of the placement rules really make it pop. Some of the special tokens that show up on each of the boards are fun. They might give you more contracts to do, more interesting things happen, maybe some wild potions or whatever. That can be any resource that you want. It's fun. It's super basic. It's simple, but the encounters add just a touch of, complexity, bidding to be the guide, because sometimes the guide has a lot of power, sometimes it's just first player. Just a ton of good stuff in this. I have no complaints. I think you can play this with anybody. It's easy to teach. It feels super familiar if you played a worker placement game before, ever. If you haven't, this will be a good entry to worker placement, because I think it's interesting enough that anybody will want to play it, and it's easy enough to teach that anybody can play it. So there is that. So I'm going to give this a BGM accepted seal. This is going to get a 7 out of 10 on BGG, which is a 3.5 out of 5 wrenches on an arbitrary wrench scale. That means absolutely nothing, but we like to give the games that we enjoy, and that is what I'm going to do. So that is Almanac the Dragon Road from Colossal Games. I'm Jason with the Boardgame Mechanics, and as always, keep gaming.